I am recording this Sunday night. What is up, Finn fans? Deeper dive into the Miami Dolphins beating the Baltimore Ravens. First off, I have to shout out my man Ink Raven. Keep calling him Ink Raven. Ink Raven. Class act. One of my guys. Good game. That's all I can say. It was a good game. There's a lot I want to get to. There's some stats I want to get to. We're going to get to the post-game press conference from yesterday. Again, yesterday for you, today for me. Again, I'm recording this, and it's midnight on Sunday. And I'm just on cloud like a million right now. I'm just so happy. I was laying in bed watching NFL Sunday, NFL Network, their game recaps, and I'm just laying there. And they're talking about the Dolphins, and MJD is like, Dolphins are Super Bowl contenders. I was like, shut your mouth, MJD. But yeah, we're gonna do a deeper dive. I got some stats for you guys. Now, obviously, there's two Monday night games to play tonight. So these stats could very well change. But as of right now, we're going to enjoy these stats. So if anyone says anything, you can tell them to go suck a butt because we're going to enjoy these stats. And then I'm going to give a little spiel. I'm going to give the spiel first. Tua played like a man possessed. I'm going to pull up these stats again from Tua Tagovailoa because that man played absolutely ridiculous. Yesterday for you, today for me. 36 for 50, 469 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. I was saying for the Miami Dolphins to win games, Tua needs to step up. Tua needs to do better. I've said it all. Tua came out, and he stepped up. I just realized how short I look. I just realized how absolutely short I look. And he did. Absolute huge step up from Tua. You know, starting with it by halftime, I think he had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. It wasn't good. I tweeted out essentially my observations of the first half. I did not like the 2 interceptions he threw. Got some flack for that from some people. Why? I don't know. Again, we'll break down the film. Do it tonight. It'll be out tomorrow. But people got mad at me for that. Some people unfollowed me on Twitter. Ridiculous. But he bounced back. That's the thing with Tua. He always bounces back. And there are the narratives out there that he can't put a team on his back. He can't evade pressure. He can't extend plays. He can't do this. He can't do that. He can't throw it deep. He can't, doesn't, blah, 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 blah. And Tua literally in one quarter said, I will do everything you say I can't do, and I will shut you all up. And you know how I knew he shut so many people up? Because those exact people who said he can't, he won't, and he doesn't, have not said anything for the past 12 hours. Nah, it was 8 hours because the game ended at 4. Radio silence from those people. And I'm expecting them. Yeah, but radio silence. Tua came out and he did his thing. I will be the first to say it. Absolutely love it. Put it behind you. As Dolphin fans, put this game. No, enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is a game that you enjoy. You know how I said with the Patriot game, all right, we're enjoying it. Now we're on to Baltimore. This type of game you enjoy for like 2 days, right? Tuesday. After we watch the film breakdown, we're on to Buffalo. You know, you enjoy this one for a little bit longer, 2 days. You really savor it. You know how like you eat a good candy bar, gets stuck in your teeth, you kind of suck on it for a little bit. That's what we're doing with this game. But, and then it's on to Buffalo. You start 3-0, Miami, and I'm talking about Miami because the defense kind of struggled a little bit in this game. You start 3-0. No one had so many people. You go to the predictions, NFL Network, all these people had the Dolphins starting 0-4. The way the Bengals played, I don't see the Dolphins starting 0-4. Worst case, they start 3-1. But Tua stepped up. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, even the run game started getting. It's Raheem Mostert, 11 carries, 51 yards. Chase Edmonds, 5 carries, 33 yards. They averaged 4.6 from Mostert, 6.6 from Edmonds. Did their thing. I love to see Gesicki get into the fold. 4 catches for 41 yards, 1 touchdown on 4 targets. He caught every ball that was thrown his way. Same thing with Raheem Mostert. Same thing with Alec Ingold. Same thing with Trent Sherfield. Hill dropped 2. Jalen Waddle dropped 8. He was targeted 19 times, caught 11. He dropped a few, but it's here nor there. This was a defining game, and it's so funny that last year, right, the Dolphins beat the Texans going to 2-7. Thursday night, we're facing the Baltimore Ravens. The Dolphins got to get shellacked by the Baltimore Ravens. And it was in that game, it was that season-defining game, they continued their run on their 8-game winning streak. Not saying this is or this isn't, but this is a game-defining, season-defining game. You were down 21 points multiple times. You scored 28 points in 1 quarter offense. So many people were saying this offense is trash, with Mike McDaniels this, da-da-da. Let me give you some stats, right? Last 10 years, there has been 5 quarterbacks who have thrown for over 450 yards and 6 touchdowns. 5 quarterbacks. Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes, and Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa on the season so far, after 2 games, 739 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 71.1 completion percentage. Are you kidding me? And 116 passer rating. I just want to let you guys know that 739 passing yards, that is number 1 in the NFL. As of me recording this, again, there's 2 games left to be played tonight. He is number 1 in the NFL in passing yards, and he is tied for number 1 in the NFL with passing touchdowns with 7. If I were to tell you after 2 weeks in the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa would be number 1 in passing yards and number 1 tied for passing touchdowns, pretty sure you would laugh at me and tell me, get the flip out of here, Doug. Also, Tyreek Hill, 284 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. That 284 receiving yards, number 1 in the NFL. The 2 touchdowns, Jalen Waddle, 240 receiving yards. You know where that ranks in the NFL? Number 2. And 3 touchdowns. Tied for first. Those 3 touchdowns from Jalen Waddle, that ties for first in the NFL. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches for 40-plus yards. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches for 40-plus yards. Those both tie, and they tie each other for first in the NFL. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, 5 catches for 20-plus yards. That is first in the NFL. Also ties this game, ties the second biggest comeback in the Miami Dolphins history. The other one was against the Buffalo Bills, one of my favorite games. Also, Jeff Darlington came out and said, how wild was Miami's comeback? It is the first time in 12 years a team came back from a 21-point deficit in the 4th quarter. From 2011 to 2022, teams trailing by 21-plus points in the 4th quarter have a record of 0-711. This game is ridiculous that they scored 28 points. 28 points in the 4th quarter. Here's Tua Tagovailoa's 4th quarter stats against Baltimore. 17 attempts, 13 completions, 199 yards, 11.7 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 154.17 passer rating. Like, are you kidding me with this game? I'm going to pop up his passing chart just so we could look at it. Man was all over the place. He had a game where it wasn't just, I'm going to throw it here, I'm going to throw it here. You can kind of telegraph where he's going to throw it. He threw it far. He threw it short. He threw it intermediate. He threw it into slants. He threw it drop back. But all over the place from Tua Tagovailoa and this offense. The defense again needs to step it up a little bit. If the Bills watch that game, you can kind of, they'll probably be licking their chops at the way that, Lamar Jackson was doing whatever he wanted to. They did tighten up towards the end of the game. We're able to get some 3-and-outs. We're able to stop them holding to a field goal, really help the offense get opportunities to score and take this game over. But does need to tighten up a little bit, especially in that pass D. But again, we don't have Byron Jones. But next week, Bills aren't going to have their number one corner. So real quick, we're just going to listen to. We're not going to listen. I'm going to read some things from the players. The one that I wanted to talk about, Xavier Howard. They asked him on what it was like to see Tua Tagovailoa light it up. He said, I've been seeing it in Tua. I feel like he is only getting better each game. He almost had 500 yards throwing as a quarterback. I told him to just keep working and keep doing his thing. He said on if Tua had some swag on the walk-off touchdown, you saw him injecting it into his veins. Yes, he could do that, but he really wants to keep getting better. We have the Bills next week, and that is what we're focused on. I'm still enjoying this, man. I'm still enjoying this. From his man Tyreek Hill on the cramps, he says at the beginning of the second half, I played the first series. I began to feel a little cramp in my body, and I just told Coach, it's from all the blocking you have me doing, which he laughed about. It's all fun and games, but I went inside and the trainer took care of me, and I was out. He went in and out. And then on if Tua's performance today validated what he's been seeing in the offseason, he said, man, I don't have to say too much, man. All you got to do is look at the film. It's Tua, and he is who he is, yes, and how consistent he is. The last drive we had, it really showed me who he is as a leader. Getting everyone inside of the huddle, telling guys, make sure you run the ball to the official, hand it to Connor Williams, just small things, to save time and, be able for us to go down the field and make that play. Tua is a leader. Tua is the captain. That is another narrative that was pushed in the offseason because some dummies and some people like to push this narrative that he didn't contact Tyreek Hill as soon as he signed. He didn't contact Teron Armstead as soon as he signed. Yeah, he's not a leader. He's not a leader of man. He's not going to lead the locker room, this, and that. It's BS. And he's just proving it one thing after another after another. They asked him on the emotions of the last drive. He says, you know what? Everyone was feeling good. And especially coming back, the defense has been doing such a tremendous job in the second half against a very good offense. That is very true. They only allowed 10 points in the second half. So the offense, we were just riding off a high. We had to score 2 straight touchdowns, so we were feeling good. And what he saw on the 60-yard touchdown, he says, I'm cheesing already. I'm cheesing, man. I did my thing to Tua. Yeet. And he knows when I do that, yeet, yeet. Just throw it no matter what, and I'll make the play for you. So he already knows that that's kind of the chemistry that me and him built this offseason. So just being able to see coverage zero together, because I seen it. He's seen it. The whole stadium had seen it. I love that. Yeah, it literally says in the transcript, Y-E-T. Yeet. And we saw that in the mic'd up when he was with the Chiefs. He probably lined up, looked ahead of him, probably saw it was one-on-one, so the safety was probably over. Again, I'll break down the film, we'll see it. So the safety was over, and he probably looked over at Tua and went, yeet, yeet, yeet. Like, I'm going. Hit me with this. And that's what he did. He hit him with it, and the rest is a beautiful, beautiful history. A little bit of what Jalen Waddle had to say on scoring the last touchdown. I'm so glad it was Waddle who scored the last touchdown. Yeah, it was an exciting time. Tua told us in the huddle, it is us or them right now. So we called the play, we executed, and luckily we got the win. How, like, I don't know if there's any like, this game is a game-defining game. I'm going to keep saying it because it really is. But then hearing the things that Tua did in the locker room, bringing the guys together, making sure everyone was good, and then saying it is us or them right now. It's either we're going to win this game or they're winning this game. They weren't going overtime. It's us or them right now. Like, are you kidding me? On being down at halftime and what head coach McDaniel told the team about overcoming adversity. He was talking about it the whole week. I think he preached adversity. He said it was going to come. They had a great team, a great quarterback, a great defense. Adversity was going to hit at some point in the game. It hit early. Then we came back. We needed halftime to regroup, and we came out with a different mindset. With a different mindset? With a different mindset. On quarterback Tua's clutch performance and what the message it sends. It was, like I said, we expect that from Tua. We're confident in him. He's confident in himself. It's good for you to see, but we kind of expect it from him. It's just, that's who he is. That's who he is. We're going to listen to him. I'm going to talk about what Mike McDaniel had to say, and then we'll get to Tua. On what a game like this does for Tua and his teammates' confidence. This is what Mike McDaniel had to say about that. Now, maybe Tua will listen to me. What I mean by that is, I've said to you guys before, it's awesome to be critical of yourself. That's good. He has high standards for himself, but after the first game, I just want to see the guy enjoy playing football and understand that, yes, we want to make the perfect read and make the perfect throw every time. But who cares if you get better at one thing? You're going to be pretty good at the end of the season. Let's just press forward. Well, that absolutely worst thing could have happened at the beginning of the game for him, where he gets a contested ball that's not his fault. I know Tyreek Hill will say he should have caught it, the first interception, and then he starts pressing and throwing it up for the second interception. So you want to talk about everything we talk about, how coachable this guy is. This is huge because he stopped worrying about the last play. He went and played and took his responsibility seriously to his teammates about, hey, I'm going to lead this team confidently. It is what you get in sports for. It's cool for the coaching staff and him that it's coming to life. I think it was a moment that he will never forget, that hopefully he can move forward. We basically had to be perfect complementary football to get back from the deficit like that, and this is really a really good team. So I couldn't be happier for him with his teammates. No, his teammates learned a lot about him, and I think he learned something about himself. So I'm pretty sure the people who thought, from that rumor, I can never win with Tua, they're either not on the team anymore, or they're probably like, I was wrong. Because that man helped us win. And if he's surprised about Tyreek Hill coming back, no, I'm surprised. I'm never surprised at anything, Tyreek. By the way, he came out with cramps. I think he was still running fast. He's crazy. But I love that. I love that quote from McDaniel, that he essentially said that, and you could see that Tua's hard on himself. So if something doesn't happen, he kind of wants to make it work. He wants to fix it, and you could see that he was forcing passes. Because that first interception, again, I said 2 horrible interceptions, and a lot of you guys on Twitter and even in the comment section was like, that first one was really horrible. When I break down the film, I'll either correct myself, but the second one was bad. And I think because he was forcing it, like Mike McDaniel said. And once he stopped forcing it, he kind of got fluid, and he was making ridiculous passes in double coverage over defenders. Like, he just turned it on. So just really, really happy for him. And then we'll see what Tua Tagovailoa had to say. The last time he was in a game like this, he says, I can't remember. I would say probably college, that I can vividly remember the game against LSU and Alabama. That's probably the last game. And it's so funny because I was going to say when the video started that if Tua had the defense that he had now in Alabama against LSU, he would have won that game. Because there were so many times that he brought the Alabama offense down the field, scored a touchdown, and then LSU with Joe Burrow instantly scored a touchdown after. So every time he took either a 3 or 4 point lead, it was taken back, and he had to keep doing it. And then Jerry Jeudy would drop a pass. And so I'm very happy he got this one, and I'm very happy that, he made up for the 2 interceptions on what it feels like when the offense is doing what it did today, which is ridiculous. He says it feels good. I think you look at the first half, we couldn't stick to our rhythm. For me, I want big plays and big plays now. And so really the second half we came in and played the way we wanted to. And that's what I'd have to say about that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he knows that we want big plays after big plays. On what he's thinking in the fourth quarter after throwing a touchdown after touchdown. It felt good. We were executing on all cylinders. Then there were times that we didn't execute and no one panicked. Everyone just came back in the huddle. We regrouped and we went back out there, tried to execute whatever play we were given. that I'm telling you, the fourth quarter, it was a different team. It was a completely different team. On how Coach Mike McDaniel kept the team where they needed to be through ups and downs. He said, Mike told us in our team meeting, this is going to be a great opportunity for us, that if we do ever get down against these guys, we know that you're not looking to put your head down. We're always going to be in the game and just play one play at a time. And Mike is always going to say this. This is kind of the mindset for our team. It's that adversity is opportunity. That's how we play. I like that. Adversity is opportunity. I like that saying a lot. On what he said when the team was down 35-14, I mean, we're playing normal football still. We weren't doing anything out of the ordinary until they did give us opportunities to take shots down the field, and that's what we did. But normal play calls, which is good. And that's the other thing. People are like, he's not pushing the ball down the field. If it's not there, he's not going to force it. And it wasn't there. And then it was there. And then he threw it. But if you want to see like the full pressers from all the players and stuff, it's on their YouTube channel. I'm just happy. You know, like I said, I'm going to enjoy this win. I enjoyed it all day Sunday. I'm going to enjoy it all day today. This is a win that is going to go down in history of the Dolphins, just like the Miami Miracle, just like that Buffalo Bills 2003 comeback. Just like so many great victories. The Jets game with Chad Pennington where he won the division. So many games that I feel like this is up there with them. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Film breakdown. And then Big O on Wednesday with the picks. On to Buffalo. But enjoy it. Enjoy it today. Comment below. Let me know, hey, I'm enjoying it. Just so you know, I got in contact with Cool Beans. He emailed me. I am going to send him something. I'm a man of my word. But enjoy it. Enjoy this win. Because, God, it was good. Well, other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.